hyper normal profits, people making a lot of money without actually emissions coming down in a credible way. And this is the point Professor was making. So my second question to you is, clearly the cap is wrong. And we don't know where it needs to be to some extent, and therefore we have to set it very low on a probabilistic basis. If we don't know where the cap needs to be, people make a lot of money and emissions aren't going down. The question for the IETA is this: is your job to keep milking profits from a defective market for as long as possible, or is your job to bring that cap right down until emissions start hitting the market rate? That's the question. Money or emissions reductions now? I want to know what your job is.
I should describe that IETA, whom I'm representing here tonight, is a very broad church of financial institutions like Deutsche Bank that was mentioned, and many of the emitters across the world, as well as small project developers for the CDM, law firms, accountancies, sort of this full suite of companies that make it work. And you probably have a lot of different opinions within that group on this particular question, but the one thing they all agree on is, yes, it is the cap that makes it work. And it's no surprise to me that financials within IETA, of which my firm, NatSource, is one of those, like the idea of tighter caps, and that the industrials within IETA like the idea of easier caps that give them more time to adjust, and they maybe take the deeper cuts later. And so part of the debate that is appearing, there's nothing in the Deutsche Bank report, by the way, or the series of them. Mark Lewis from Deutsche Bank is one of the best analysts on this market out there. There's nothing in those that really cast aspersions on the markets. They're all fully supported. It's independent analyst advice on where he thinks prices are going and what are the challenges out there. And of course, it's got a bit of a hint in it that yes, tighter targets would actually make prices go up, which doesn't necessarily affect, could be profitability, but most of us make money at the margin. So it's really a question of the environmental requirement and whether we're going to meet it. And frankly, that's where I think most of us come around to is, let's let the temperature target and the concentration limit and the pathways for getting there determine what the emissions caps need to be, and then the market will find the right price, the best price for that given trajectory. And I should say, Michael focused a lot on current pricing, and it is the long-term trends that ultimately shape what that curve looks like.
We have time for one more question.